philosophy now, and I work in also Institute of Philosophy and Sociology. My colleague will know more about himself. Well, when it comes to we will stress in our presentation some topics today. A little more about our association, our activities concerning PhD related issues, and also our work we have done so far concerning doctoral studies. So about ALIA, we are active since 2005, and nowadays we have more than 160 members. We have like a group of 10-20 people who are more actively involved, and we have 450 people who have gone through our association throughout the years. And nowadays we have 3 working groups. One is science policy group, then is science communication group, and then also networking group. And one of the things that might interest you more is that a few years ago, when I started my PhD studies, I thought that there isn't enough spaces where PhD students can discuss about science-related issues. So something that I did in this concerning this issue, I made a Facebook group in 2000, and what happened was it grew bigger. And something would also, and that's one of the reasons, but that's one thing that we work big time nowadays. Another issue concerning PhD students, if you know Eurodoc, how many of you know Eurodoc? So this is our association, European Council of Doctoral Candidates and Junior Researchers. And I invite you to Google this organization, because actually they have also done some surveys. We are part of, which I told you, because they have also already like mapped out all kinds of systems around Europe, how doctoral studies are being done in European Union countries. So you can check out, and we are also now involved in making this survey in Latvia, so we try to map out the system in Latvia. And yes, something more about this group. In 2015, I made this group idea to gather all kinds of PhD students from all kinds of backgrounds, so they can share their experiences and learn about different requirements. Because the first idea was to bring together people from University of Latvia, where I'm at. But then what happened? It grew quite massively, because parallelly online events, we did also offline events. And what we did in 2017, we started to do events called Gathering of Young Scientists. And what we also, as you know, we have big diaspora outside Latvia. And there was this guy who studied PhD in the USA, so we invited him to talk about how things are going as a PhD in the USA. So more than 50 people showed up. It was a big turnout. And we realized that this kind of space where young people can come up and discuss things are really awesome for them. And then we continued. So far we have had like 5 things like this, and we are still figuring them out in the future. What's the best way to do that? Because at first there was this like topic which would interest people, and then we realized that also what's more interesting is like questions that people have. And for example, we have this PhD student from Bristol University, and she had conversation about how objective study can be. So actually it also draw attention and to create these spaces where people can come together and discuss these issues are kind of important. And then the turnout is that nowadays, after 2-3 years, we have more than 300 PhD students in this group, and they are from all the disciplines and all over Latvia, and also they are like diaspora PhD students as well. And you can see the data about the reach out of the events, and because something we realized that we also have to create spaces not only for PhD students to come, but also through the science communication. So actually these kind of spaces help not only PhD students come together, but also other people who are interested in the topic. So we are very happy to see that these kind of space making helps. And something about how active is the group. Unfortunately, I think it's because of Baltics we are not posting so much. I'm happy for each post we are sharing there. Mostly I'm just like spamming all kinds of information there. But what is very interesting, I just showed today also to Young this data, is that everybody is almost like checking out what I'm posting. And that's something like silently like following what's happening. And that's actually very important, that because idea is that more people will understand what's happening and what's like urgent, more people might be more involved with all kinds of things but out there for people to see. And one of the reasons why also I'm doing because I would like to share opportunities that PhD students have inside Latvia and outside Latvia. These are some of the topics we are making. For example, a few months ago we made this event together with ORXIS, How to Succeed in Science. We brought together both Latvian young scientists and also scientists who are foreigners who are residing in Latvia for now. And we made this event where we shared all kinds of concerns about impact factors, about Hirsch index and how they are calculated. So there's all kinds of issues where people should have more understanding, and that's why it's so important to share information about where to get more information anyway. So yeah, more activities concerning doctoral studies is that we created together work group together with the Latvian Student Association. So we had, because we knew that the science and education ministry, they are organizing this work group. Maybe you heard about this in the morning, that they are in the process of reorganizing the doctoral study process. So before we knew that they will do that, we already created a work group together with this student association to understand what would be the things that should be involved from our perspective. And that we took some time. And also, my colleague will add more about this issue, which is very important, that we are also having a big working group discussing how to reorganize how we are financing science in Latvia. And Jan will tell more about it. And one of the initiatives that had really interesting consequences was that, like in Facebook, as I also have to have more motivation to do my thesis, I made for myself and I invited other people to go to library day. And afterwards, some people showed up, and afterwards also I got emails saying thank you for this initiative of library day, because then more people showed up to library unwillingly. And I realized all kinds of initiatives which is like bring people together or show up to the library, actually also maybe like in the future will result with more PhD holders, which is important. And I will give the floor to my colleague who will tell more about all kinds of details concerning our doctoral programs.
Thank you. Myself, I am a microbiologist. I work just next door, next to the building in University of Latvia Center of Natural Sciences. And I have finished my doctoral studies some years ago already. However, it took me 10 years to finish these studies. And there are several objective and some non-objective reasons for that. And you will see some of reasons in next slide. And what we would like to do by help of Association of Young Scientists to change some of these features. So doctoral studies will be something which does not take long. It's efficient. It gives you new value as a human being, as a as a specialist, and also give you opportunity to make your own career in science. But let's go stepwise. So first thing, probably you have seen numbers. I think these are critical numbers about Latvian doctoral studies. So in year 2017-18, approximately 2,200 doctoral students were involved in doctoral system in Latvia. 500 from them were immatriculated as a freshman, as a fresh doctoral student. In the same year, only 193 and annually something in between 150 and 200 students really get doctoral degree. So from these numbers you can calculate that actually not all guys and not 100% guys who are immatriculated really get to the doctoral degree. So they got lost or they got stuck, whatever happened. Official length of doctoral studies is 3 to 4 years. I would say it's official, but it's not something what really happens. And doctoral stipend is 140 euros per month. And that's something, some factor that really affects effectivity of this system. So how to get from situation I described in numbers to some dream situation where you are effective, you are in time, you get some salary. So actually there are documents written about this problem already even before our beginning of our association. So laws and principles, they were written in 2005, and there are 10 principles which should be obeyed in a good practice when you set up your doctoral studies or doctoral program. I highlighted just 4 of them. I think 4 could be a good start. So first, no doctoral studies without financial support. So if you cannot safeguard money for any doctoral students, you better not start doctoral studies. High quality research, you don't start doctoral studies if you don't have high quality research around. Otherwise you cannot ask any science from your student from scratch. It's very bad habit to ask to do something from scratch to some human being who is a non-expert in the field. Then presence of critical mass. It could be better if there were 10 or 50 or 20 doctoral students in a house or in a room, better than 5. Stick to a given time frame. Yeah, 3 to 4 years. It's written in some official papers in our university and in some regulations. However, in real life or in Salzburg paper, it's written like a suggestion. It could be good to stick to some time frame and to organize everything. Mainly or mostly, you can organize something if you can have some planning is accessible or available. So what do we think? What should be done? So right now, as Laura mentioned, really, members of our association participate in a working group together with the Science of Education. What should be changed in our promotional and doctoral studies? And right now we think that there are some very critical things which should be changed, and some minor things, but these are critical. Again, salary should be raised, and research first. Please do not send a student to anybody who don't publish in Q1 or Q2 journals. It's just a waste of money. Unfortunately, in many places it happens, and it's just a waste of money. You want to get some publications from a human being, and you don't show him or her a good practices. So do not send anybody or do not give option for supervision to a human being who don't publish well. So it's a critical. Safe academic environment. Everybody should know his duties and rights. So whatever happens between supervisor and doctoral student, it's not a problem. It's always an issue, of course, but it should be always a way how to solve it. And there are universities where there is an even deal between supervisor and his doctoral student, saying that we should meet like 1 time per month or 2 times per month. Whatever happens, I will give you 2 options how to solve the problem. If there will be a third issue or third kind of hard situation, then we will go to some, I don't know, dean or whatever, or some principles should be stated. Otherwise, you leave the student in some partial misery. Achieving critical mass, do not make small groups of non-competent people. You have to have critical mass in both directions, in both ways. In doctoral students, in supervisors. So science should be good not in one spot, but like several bright spots around, and then you join these guys, these doctoral students in one room, and then you can start to make journal clubs, you can start to make lectures for soft skills, you can start whatever, but these guys should be almost or approximately in the same level. They should be taught well, they should be trained well, and then they could have a conversation. And even if there are somebody who is treated not that good in his laboratory, I am a wet biologist, I'm doing real laboratory experiments, so sometimes I feel like a huge solitude. There are not many people in the laboratory. Then this critical mass would be really helpful for these type of people to get back on track. Otherwise, again, we are kind of losing persons year by year. Yeah, these are our principles we would like to stick to, and let's hope that the Ministry of Education and other stakeholders around the table will have, or we can have at least some good deal with them. That's all from us. Thank you.
And Laura, you were perfect on time, and like you were just really. So, if any questions, welcome. And then we have to.
I need to switch from computer
in the presentation. It's better to be after.
I'm happy to hear. My name is Vitaly. I'm from Russia. I'm happy to hear that writing a dissertation thesis is a job, and it's a paid job.
Yeah.
What is your opinion? What level of salary will be enough for Latvian citizens?
Yes, right now we are discussing those numbers, and we are discussing about some 800 euros after taxes. So the salary should be something to make a person think whether if you are talented or whether if you have any drive towards science, then you go better to science.
There shouldn't be a choice.
Yeah.
If you chosen sometime, yes, if you choose, then if you go for your dissertation. Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Should it be the salary or maybe some stuff? Salary sounds a little strange.
Salary.
Because finally, you know, doctor, we are in doctoral students. To say that students should have salary, for me, it's
The idea for salary comes from the idea that like PhD students and also postdocs are not like small babies. They also, for example, they need social security and things like that, and that's why there's an idea about social. So because of social taxes, I know it's not so good for universities because they have to think extra about these social taxes and things, but because of this perspective, because we are grown-ups, we also have this, because otherwise if the PhD students get only scholarships, they don't have the same perspective. And if we want to see research as a very important thing for society, then we also need to like have mechanisms where we also respect these kinds of mechanisms.
I see, but on the other hand, you know, if it is stipend for school, you will be free of having any taxes. This is the question.
I don't believe that paying taxes is a bad thing.
Really?
Provided you
No,
compare with
I mean
some
from point of view, you know, who will fund it.
Yes, actually.
For you, there is
actually,
no
okay.
difference, of course. But who is funding for founders? They should pay, in this case, your 800 plus taxes.
Yeah.
If it is stipend, they will pay just support this 800 and that's it.
Right now, I said a number to the colleague what amount of money should be on hand.
Yes, I think I understood
The best scenario, yes, the best scenario would be if it was a salary, because of those safety net from social security and so on. However, stipend is always an option. If we start from that point, if we get just 113 euros from the year starting from year 2000, therefore right now we are in transition from a very bad position to some ideal world.
Because I think that, sorry of course, but in our opinion, for Ministry of Finance, it will be easier to, to give you a stipend without any taxing than say salary. Because in case of salary, it should be at least 24–25% more in case of our ministers.
So, Tatiana Kalganova, Brunel University, UK. I like your system. I can tell you how our PhD students should work. Yeah? In Brunel, in UK, majority of students come and pay fees to get a degree. They are not getting money in.
No.
If they want to get any applied jobs for doctoral studies, they must find an industrial partner who will sponsor them and get the salary. Okay? So it's not responsibility of the government, it's not responsibility of university to provide any salaries for PhD students. And this is position of our students, PhD students, in our department at our university. Okay? It's one factor. Also, you raised the question about, this is about salaries. Okay, so basically you do research, find research which will provide you impact that will generate you salaries. You don't do research for research. Okay?
Or you enroll in existing project where the position of PhD student is guaranteed.
Provided that there is a bursary which is sufficient for you to get. Yeah, so
Right.
in this case you don't complain. So you get the salary bursary which will be paid for. And I would not see any students who will be working on research projects and industrial projects who will be complaining about salary. If you cannot secure all this applied research and pull it in, it means I'll be thinking twice. Is research you are doing research provides any social impact for society, economical impact for society, impact on developments and anything? If all these answers is no for any cases, the question is why we should pay for your salary.
Thank you for your question. I think what comes to mind is that the UK has different kind of like how many millions live in the UK?
20?
Like there's,
But I'm not sure.
I think more. Because this is the thing about how like science policy should be planned, because living in country where 2 million compared to, I don't know, 40.
It doesn't much about the numbers, we speak about conditions. Our students will have significantly lower level of conditions that you explained here. They would not even dare to demand any of money pulled in. They will, if they don't have money, they will go and get extra job to work, making sure they still deliver what they promised to deliver on PhD.
Yes, and there is one almost exception about UK.
It's not exceptional, it's a reality. It works.
Yeah, it works. It works just because UK is one of the most successful countries in European projects. And there is always a person's
Fraction.
guarantee.
Okay, fraction of students who are working on our research projects is about 2 or 3%. All other students, they pay for their PhD studies. In my department is about 100 PhD students. The students who got sponsored is about like 5–10 of them.
I'm not sure that we can afford it.
So in this case, you find some companies who will sponsor you a project. So you cannot do PhD for science. You find some project which will provide you some impact and support.
Why do you think that science projects don't give any impact?
Pardon?
Why do you think
Why in this case you are doing research? What is the purpose of your PhD? If you are doing research just to get a degree or provide some values, if you're just doing degree for doing PhD only to get a degree, you don't have any values. You don't develop, you don't pull it in on anything. So you need to look bigger and you see the impact. You see the impact of your research carry on. Will you be able to develop a new research direction? Will you be able to pull up all of them and strategically develop all this? If the answer is all no, what's the point to do in this direction?
If it is fundamental, but if it is fundamental.
Like CERN, yes, I agree, but like with quantum.
Yes.
Yeah. Quantum mechanics, quantum directions,
as an answer
anything
to your
is
problem.
fundamental ones, but they would provide already impacts and everything in this direction. You already can justify.
Sorry, 2 more minutes and we have to finish and go to the next presentation. We are out of time. One more question.
At our university, we have a system of rector's grants for PhD students. It's competition, it's for doctoral and for PhD. And with this, that money will be exposed for publications and for travel, not selling. It's first. And second question, what is name 3 soft skills what you need to become better doctoral student? Soft skills. 3.
I think
The most important, 3.
I think the question is like one more zooming out. What's the point of academic skills in general and PhD, holding PhD degree? Because as we know in Europe, like each, depending on the country, each fifth or only each 10th of PhD degree holder stays in academia. So the question is there, what academia is for and what are our education for? And if we're talking about soft skills, then I would say it's not only the skills which is needed in academia, but also outside academia, so people are benefiting out of the job market. That would be my answer without putting an answer.
3, please name 3. For example, entrepreneurship,
Yeah, entrepreneurship and
Okay, next.
project management.
project management,
Be the
and
same.
third,
Then communication skills. How to communicate your science to any audience.
yes, it's about joy.
So I think that, thank you very much because we have to go further and